one that's worth the effort, Pokloanan.
Going at the moment, this could be over after the first leg. Just
remembering how they shut up shop in the second leg against Vietnam, having a 2-0 lead. If they were
able to do that against perhaps coming into this the best side in Southeast Asia at the moment in Vietnam. Just in complete control, Thailand.
Whereas Port Impala, and without many of their regulars. So impressive. More to come from this side. Gritsada. They've also been stung, Roshan. I think you and I have talked about this throughout the tournament. They've been stung a little bit by the criticism. They had a poor World Cup campaign by their high standards.
Yeah.
Being bundled out early on, not even finishing third in that World Cup qualifying group in round 2. There was a mini Suzuki Cup in there. And the likes of Indonesia took points off them. Malaysia, Vietnam, of course. And they were stung by that one. That hurt, didn't it?
You know, there's been a bit of talk about how that spark has just seemed to have gone out a little bit since Ketesok Ziko left his post. And I'll come back to it.
Yes, that's now boos from the crowd from this game and perhaps from the last one as well. Oh, that's a delightful ball, isn't it? Out to Supachok. Here he is, Chanatip. Another long-range effort, perhaps. Well, they're all taking their turns, aren't they, at the moment? Tirasin now. They're peppering this goal.
Every time Supachok gets on the ball, he's creating danger. All sorts of issues for the Indonesian defense. Lovely step over, linking up with Chanatip. And you wonder, just going back to that spark coming back into the Thai national team with Mano Poking coming in.
We'll come back to that here. Irfan Jai is offside though. Briefly, the fans got excited there. And they look like they're going to make a few changes now that they've probably secured this first leg. Let's see.
Again, it's another really good driving run from Kambuaya. Irfan Jaya, I mean, that's poor from him because he's looking right across the line. And he's not bothered to sort of just try and either bend this run or just drop off a little bit to try and keep himself onside. Kambuaya, I think, has been Indonesia's best player. And for Thailand, it's been Supachok. I know the temptation will be to give the man of the match to Chanatip. His 2 goals, which were really good finishes, but I think Supachok has been that real driving force, that creative element for Thailand.
Well, he's certainly in contention, isn't he, Chanatip, for MVP. To regain the crown that he lost, he didn't play, of course, in the last edition. Well, that needed to be a better ball from Alfredo Devanga to the path of Ricky Kambuaya. Well, here the changes. Titipan and Supachai to come on. An opportunity for possibly Tirasin. Perhaps Katiwat to have a little bit of a break. That would be the obvious changes, perhaps, we'll see. Remember in the last leg where Tirasin was asking if he could come off. And Poking was saying, just give me a few more minutes. Simarak has had very, very little to do in this game. So from Indonesia's point of view now, they've just got to stay in this, don't they?
Yeah.
It's almost damage limitation now. Just keep it at 2 if they can. Maybe get a goal back, but at least certainly not conceding a third.
Exactly that. I mean, we touched on this, I think, in the first half, of not letting the game run away from you. there's a real danger here that he could ahead of the second leg. And this is where tactically as well, I think if you're a coach, you're thinking about these things as well. You know, you can't take too many risks, can't take too many chances, can't open up too much.
Yeah.
Because you know there's still another game to go. And look, there's still time for Indonesia to turn this around, but it's been difficult for them to really get into the game. They've had one big moment, one high quality opportunity through Alfreandra.
Yeah. Look, he has had an excellent tournament, hasn't he, Alfreandra?
That's right.
That's not his job is not to put the goals in, but of course he was still in that great position, but he has been superb for them.
And a lot of these players have been great. A lot of them have been. You know, if they do end up going on to lose this,
we'll come back to that in the second Russian as we just complete the substitutions, and it is going to be Tirsin to come off. We'll add to his tournament tally. This is a change we quite often see. Supatai Chaiden to replace him. As well. Titiwat to be replaced by Titipan. Much like-for-like changes then.
they've really managed the workloads of the players very well, Thailand. And it's easy to do that when you've got such a wonderful squad, but also having that faith in the squad to deliver. Despite the changes that you've made, players will repay that faith that you've put in them.
There's Evan Dimas. No longer able to command an automatic starting place. That's 11 minutes to take on.
That was a really good turn from Asnawi there earlier. Top of the shoulder, get rid of Kutipan on the press and turn away.
Editions of the Airbus Suzuki Cup. Here's a chance for Irfan. Another opportunity. Not taken, and Simara finally called into action.
Very good chance for Indonesia. And again, it's Kambuaya at the heart of it. He's the one who receives it in space. There you go. Makes a run in behind that Thai midfield. Picks it up in space. Picks out a lovely pass through into Irfan Jaya. The weight on that pass, I think, is excellent. It's right into the run of Irfan Jaya. He doesn't even have to sort of break his stride. He just needs to adjust his body shape, not get it wide enough with enough men. Kambuaya, as I say, who's been excellent for Indonesia, is the man who's coming off.
Well, he has been brilliant. And a big roar, though, for this man here, Egy Maulana. So much speculation as to when he would be playing in this tournament. He came on against Singapore in the second leg of that semi-final, and we'll get a bit more time here today. He is in Slovakia with Senica. He is often regarded as the great big hope of Indonesian football, the 21-year-old. Maybe just give the team a bit of a boost, but as Roshan mentioned, the most creative player, the one who's really been at the heart of things, Ikuti Kambuaya, has been taken off. About half an hour or so, if you include some added time here for Indonesia in this first leg to try get something out of this if they can. Elkan Baggett. Out wide to his left wing back, Alfreandra Dewanga. It's Witten Sulaiman. Still going here. And that's easy for Simara.
It's found it very difficult to get involved in the game with Tan Sulaiman, and it's a credit to Thailand. They've got 10 players around him every time he's gotten on the ball. He was able to just wriggle away, got a bit fortunate with that. Couldn't quite find the final pass into his runners in the box.
Baggett, brought down play continues. Ganga. There's Asnawi. Now, Egi Maulana. Lovely return ball. Here's Asnawi. Little moments here, flashes for Indonesia. Irfan. Kadek Agu. Kadek Agu. Trying to weave his way through Witan Sulaiman. Now look at this super chop.
I think he might have taken a boot to the face on the follow through. Super chop. But Witan, that's much better from him. Starting to grow into this game a little bit in the second half. A bit of skill, link up with Kadek. And looking to weave his way through that defense. But it's Wiratep with an important leg out. Yeah, good challenge from Wiratep, central midfielder playing in central defense for Thailand. Elias Dola was taken off with an injury.
He quite often finds himself at the end of challenges, doesn't he? He's taken quite a beating in this tournament. Players like him and Chanatip will often...
Yeah, we'll draw challenges, we'll draw these fouls. And you have to be brave. You know, players like that, they take on the responsibility to want to make things happen with the ball. The hits will come. But also I think we see with Chanatip, especially at this level, and the knowledge and the experience that he has now of how to use his body and how to protect himself, you know, from challenges like that. You know, he sees it coming almost, and you know, he knows sort of the steps that he needs to take in terms of how he positions himself, how he perhaps avoids a tackle.
Chanatip, quick ball into Superchai. Now Roller. Look at that. Will, and that is an excellent goal. Keep calm, says Superchai. And it's about time that he gets in the score sheet. What a goal again for Thailand.
That's just pure class. I mean, I don't know how you stop that. The key thing here is Chanatip, and again the awareness as he receives to play very quick. Turns on the ball first touch, second pass goes in behind that defense into Philip Roller via Poklo, and then awareness just to leave it, time and space to pick his spot. It's a big gap for him to hit. It's a huge gap for him to hit, but Chanatip just there. So he saw it, receive, quick pass on the turn, body shape spot on, into Poklo, out to Roller, and then on the edge of the box. 2 goals from the edge of the area for Thailand. He deserves that goal, Super Chop. And we've seen some wonderful goals in this competition, but team goals from Thailand have been outstanding.
So good to watch. Super Chop does the business one way or the other for his country. He's been magnificent tonight. And Roshan had earlier mentioned about not letting this game run away from the Indonesians. There we ask the question, is this tie over? Is this final done and dusted? 3 goals up. Of course, Indonesia are going to give it everything they can. It's an uphill struggle now, Roshan. Here is Tristan Doe. What do they do from here? How? And yet, we were just saying a couple minutes before that, they were just starting perhaps to finally gain some attacking momentum.
I mean, what do? I mean, you obviously would have set your side up, and there are things when you look at this and I say, yeah, they were too open, lines weren't compact enough. But you need to take into account the quality of the opposition that they're up against as well. I mean, look at the way Thailand are moving. It's give and go, off the ball runs. Players with technical brilliance, but also that tactical understanding. It's happening so quickly. It's very difficult for Indonesia to come to terms with the pace of Thailand's game. It's gone flying there, Poklo. He's been unfortunate, perhaps risky. But free kick in a really good position for Thailand.
Yeah, pretty central this one.
Oh, sorry, was it all three goals have been from the edge of the box? Chana Tips was from the edge of the box as well.
First one smashed
on the counter-attack.
Yep. Yes, you're right. They have all three have been. Yep. Absolutely.
Finishing has been very good.
7 shots outside the box, by the way. Power in that one. From Tristan.
That was close. I mean, from where we're sitting, looking at this, I thought that was headed in. Finishing, I mean, lots of things have been, you've seen that gulf in class and between Thailand and Indonesia. The overall play in possession, the defensive work, and then the most important thing, the finishing.
Thwarted there by Kritsada.
And Indonesia with 3 shots, 2 of those you would say were great opportunities. You think back to Alfeandra and then Irfan Jaya in the second half, meeting their pass in behind from Ricky Kambuaya.
Those were the high quality opportunities that you talk about.
Opportunities, big chances for them to have gotten themselves something from this game, even though they haven't really been in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they have been second best throughout, and yet they had those 2 chances. Those are the kind of chances you've got to take in a match like this. Missing so little of the ball. There's 20 minutes here for Thailand to play out. See if they can kill it off even more. They can. Here's Chanatip. Finds a roller. They'll get the corner. So Irfan is going to go off and replaced by another very pacey forward in Rama Rumakek. Some very good moments in this tournament.
Again, you know how well they get forward so quickly. They move the ball on. The pace at which they move the ball on, right through the middle.
Past the first man, looked like it had gone out of play anyway from Bordin Pala. Rumakek has had some very, very good moments. Blistering pace for the 19-year-old from Persipura Jayapura. Caps to his name now. Let's see if he can do anything. He's right on Titipan. Here's Bordin Pala. They're going to make a goalkeeping change, Roshan, Thailand.
Just showing off now.
That's, wow. suppose it's nice to see Kawin, who's really kind of a legendary figure, isn't he, amongst goalkeepers in Southeast Asia. Really regarded as the outstanding number one for a long, long time. And listen to the reception. Simran's done brilliantly.
Yeah.
In about 1.5 matches he's played in.
To me, another goalkeeping legend. One goalkeeping legend replacing another. Simran. They're so blessed in that position.
Listen to that. They can afford to rest Chanatip now, and Warachit will come on.
You know, you often hear of disagreements between club managers and international managers, right, for overuse of players. I don't think there's any club manager out there that can be unhappy with the way Mano Polking has managed the workload of his players.
Yeah, he's been so good. I mean, there was the game against Singapore, he made all 11 changes, didn't use any of his first teamers at all, even in the subs. No one thought he was going to be fielding this starting 11 roster. We knew there'd be maybe 2 or 3 changes, but not to this extent. And they've fitted seamlessly.
Just a bit of a nudge from Dedik on Kutsada. And what was fascinating to see, just right there, Mano Polking 3-0 up.
Still,
they missed opportunity perhaps. Still so upset, saying this should have been the ball to play, not the other one.
Yeah, he has certainly confounded some of the critics who may have not been too happy at his signing. And cross there from Arola. Here's Tristan Doe, giving that away to Ramai. Here's Kritsada, waiting for some support there. Borden Pala. There's a touch of a training match at times here. Said he got the ball. Shiteyong's a little angry. Did not get
Kudipan got his head up, looking for the next pass, sees the tackle coming in. The steps forward to get the contact.
Presence in the side. Only 31. It does feel like he has been around for so long. 68th cap today. And so watch it. There's no foul. And is there going to be a booking yet? The yellow card for Didik, who a bit sheepish there.
Yeah, well played. Kritsada follows the run. Kawin comes out, and that's good goalkeeping. Doesn't panic. Just closes down the angle. It's absolutely no contact. And that is a dive. Clear-cut dive.
That might be the first booking for diving we've had in the penalty area. That's something I think most fans would be in agreement that they want to see cut out of the game.
Yes. I mean, there's absolutely no contact in that situation.
Yeah.
So it's a clear dive. It's obviously attempting to cheat, or trying to cheat the referee. If there is some contact, I can absolutely understand going on, because we've seen players get punished for trying to stay on the feet.
Absolutely.
But in a situation like that, I mean, that's not something we want to encourage or we want to see at all.
Oh, ada kasih nggak? Dipakai nggak? Apa dipakai?
Here's Warachit, who has come on before Shanatip. The corner here for Thailand. Warachit wins it. Just 24 years of age. His sixth cap today, playing for Vidio di United, the defending champions in the Thai League. A number of their players here. Gone short here to Pala. Tristan, he misses the ball. Potential now, and he is taken out, Didik, and he will go into the book.
Yeah, he's got no choice, the referee. Has to book Tristan for that. Indonesia were getting forward. Potential counter attack.
Risky. Haven't seen too much of Egu Maulana since his introduction. He was saying to the referee, hey, what about protecting us?
Little fouls, a quick possession there for Tristan. Neat work by Egi, with gotten in behind. Cynical one from Tristan.
Shouts of Indonesia from the fans. Get a goal back perhaps before half-time. Before the, well, yeah, effectively half-time of this entire tie. Got another 90 minutes to go. Well, that, let's give them a little boost. Away by Superchai. Got enough on the ball. So much in the Indonesian media today in the last few days talking about trying to break that jinx, that not winning. Also, at the same time, trying to temper expectations. I think it's been the manner in which they have approached this tournament as youthful exuberance. They've scored for fun. After back there with the header, not a great. Superchai.
Kalau udah berapa kali sering
Koklo. Just trying to play in Superchai. Warachit.
Iya.
Untuk. Another fantastic goal for Thailand. It's 4 now. And surely they can taste victory in this final. One hand on the cup perhaps.
They've gone straight through that Indonesian side. Just, again, superb from Thailand, winning the ball back very quickly and then a quick transition. Here, lose it, counter press, win it, attack. Lovely ball. I mean, the weight on that pass played in behind, right into the run of Bodin. And then the composure to finish. Again, the finishing from Thailand has been exquisite. And look at the reaction from Mano Bolking. Goes off on a bit of a run down the touchline. Shanatip and Wazapon trying to catch up with him.
Kind of feels like he's still now, what you didn't see, he's still telling the referee, he's got the ball, referee.
Yeah, he's still looking for the decision, still wants his team to keep going.
Feels, Russian, like he's kind of brought the joy back into Thai football, hasn't he?
They look so good. They look so good. The fluidity of the play, the cohesion in the team, the understanding between the players. Shin Tae-yong, contrast to Shin Tae-yong. But
he's done a fantastic job as well.
He has. And yes, Indonesia have been outclassed, but they still had a really good campaign. They've had a really good competition. And I think at times we tend to, as a society, say, oh, it's going to the final, but they failed to win. So you regard the whole campaign as a failure. I don't think it should be regarded as that at all. I mean, they're one of the two best sides in the competition, and this is a young team that, remember, coming into this campaign, no one was really sort of giving them much of a chance of reaching this stage.
Yeah.
No one was giving them much of a chance of winning their group.
Here they come again. That's Titipan straight at the goalkeeper. They've won it back again. More goals in this. Gordon, super chop. Titipan, warrants it. What a little time there from Titipan. They are enjoying themselves, Russian.
I don't think they've had an easier final. But it's because they've made it look easy with how hard they've worked.
There with Dimas. Good run from him. Put away by Tristan No.
That epitomizes the work ethic in this team. You had to make sure you got that one right.
Here's Titipan. Final number 4, straightforward for Nadio. 2016, remember that Indonesia had actually won the first leg 2-1. Indonesia then went on to win the second leg 2-0. Last 9 matches, 6 wins for Thailand just.
Difficult to get involved in the game with that. Please be closed down again here.
Asnawi, that's a good ball to Didik Setiawan. That wide.
Udah tutup ya segini Bang.
Ini Abi ada. Enggak Abi.
It's a clever pass in behind for
Tadi lah Bang.
Didik from Asnawi. Would have been an interesting moment. That one ended up in goal. Chanatip, all eyes on him. Another outstanding tournament. Chanatip Songkrasin,
Got to be another contender for MVP.
probably decided by now.
There's Roller. Still going strong. Good work there from Alfeandra, but Yoni gets it as far as Butler. A number of long-range efforts, hasn't he?
Interesting technique as well. Poklo on that shot. He was just trying to get that to dip underneath the crossbar. Work here from Roller. Comes out to Poklo. And Thailand have been so deadly from these long-range shots.
just saw as well. He was a little annoyed about that. Alexander Polking has been a very lively customer inside his technical area. We're into the final minute of this first leg. Like an offside position.
Habis belum semua.
As a Chanate might be MVP, but Super Chok is my man of the match, and I will actually be upset if he doesn't get it at the end.
You were a little bit upset in the last semi-final when Shadan Sulaiman didn't get man of the match. Sorry, when Hassan Sani didn't get man of the match.
Hassan Sani didn't get it. Yeah. I think because he got sent off, right? So.
Yeah. Let's see if you get that ball right today, Roshan. We'll see Setia one. Egi Maulana. Oh, lovely work there from Tristan Doe. Now just playing out these final few minutes. There's the touches. It is all Thai players.
Yeah. I mean, we're at that. You understand why his number of touches have gone up. You also understand why there's so many touches on the ball for Thailand. They've dominated possession. They've dominated the ball. They moved it around the pitch. And they just in supreme form.
Just listen to that crowd. The Olays have started. Why not? The celebrations already beginning here in Singapore. Can only imagine what it's like in Thailand at the moment. They will feel that the title is theirs to lose now. It's such an emphatic lead. Here's Wadajit. They want more. Parklaw. Audio comes out quickly.
Eggy's come in and he's not had much of an impact as well, has he?
What happens now for the second leg, Roshan, now for Indonesia? They've got nothing to lose, have they? They've just got to go for it.
Yes.
Sorry, it's just a simple yes.
Yes, I don't know.
What else can they do,
What else can they do, right? What, sit back and
not make it look too bad? They've got to get something back. They've got to go for it. Their fans will expect that from them.
I mean, I know we're here to try and pick it up, but even this is going to be a bit of a
Well, there we go. The first leg might well be the final leg because Thailand have been that good tonight.
Yeah, they've been excellent. That man right there, Chanate. Superb. Couple of goals for him. Super Chok. For me, the man of the match. Wonderful, wonderful display. And those fans have enjoyed themselves. They deserve to dance. The team has given them something really to celebrate.
And just a very poignant moment there that all the players coming to commiserate with Kawin the sad news that is, we've just been told about is that his father passed away this morning. So condolences happened with a few players actually in this tournament. Happened with Kushedio as well, this afternoon I should say. Excuse me. And our condolences of course to Kawin, happened to Kushedio as well, and earlier in the tournament Daisuke Sato just before the tournament. So a lovely gesture as well from Manipoki to give his goalkeeper a little bit of time on the pitch.
Yeah, great gesture from Manipoki, great reaction from his teammates as well to gather around him. Difficult moment.
But a word on this man here, Roshan, Manipoki, and how he's just conducted things today.
He's been outstanding. I mean, that just says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
4-0, complete control from Thailand.
It's done the job for you, and here from the National Stadium. We can sign off tonight here at the first leg in Singapore, AFF Suzuki Cup final. It's Indonesia 0, Thailand 4. So celebrations for the Thai fans. It has been an imperious performance. That man there, Super Chok, I can tell you, the happiest man in the stadium is sitting right next to me. He said he'd be very upset if he didn't get it, and I think they've all heard you.
He's been given it, has he? Well done. Well done. It's the right decision. The Oppo man of the match awarded to Super Chok. Absolutely the right decision, 100%. And I'm a happy man now.
So is he, the Super Chok. Got on the score sheet. He was absolutely everywhere. And deservedly gets that award. And every single stat.
Complete domination, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Those numbers that you look at there. And normally I say don't get swayed too much by the stats, but when you watch the game and when you look at that, it's a good match, a great fit. Stats and what the story of the game actually was. Yeah, look, they just controlled everything from start to finish, Thailand. This is a comprehensive win in the first leg of a final, and they've given them a great platform to go on and win title number 6.
Yep, that would extend their record of titles in the AFF Suzuki Cup. It's a lot of work to do. It's going to be a tough ask from the Indonesians. But from Roshan Rai, myself, Shazad Haq, and all the team in the National Stadium, we'll see you on Saturday for that second leg.